Well, good evening. I want to welcome everyone to this training webinar on compensation. I'm putting this together for a few of my associates that want to get a comfortable feel for the compensation as we finish up the year, our fourth quarter really strong, and go into the year in promotion. That will set us up really nice for a solid residual income starting in January, worst case beginning of February. So the one thing that we all are familiar with is Webinar10, of course, is the personal financial success company that focuses on helping the masses understand that they are the captain of their ship. They are the CEO of their economy, and they should spend more time focusing on their economy as opposed to the American economy, their local, state, or government's economy. And personal financial success, meaning that's what we specifically focus on. So let's talk a little bit about what we mean when we talk about personal financial success. And as you know, it's nothing more than having enough cash flow to take care of one's lifestyle during their working years as well as during their retirement year, with the understanding that during our working years, our cash flow typically comes from labor that we put into our jobs or our businesses or a combination of both. However, during our retirement years, that cash flow or income has to come from assets that we build throughout our working career. Those assets being stocks, bonds, 401ks, 403bs, retirement accounts like that, annuities, real estate, residual-based businesses, all those things that will give us cash flow without us having to go to work. So in other words, we're going to turn our cash and our labor into assets that bring us more cash. Now, it's important to understand that millions of Americans are failing to reach retirement. They're failing to reach their financial goal because of some obstacles. And these 4 obstacles are prevalent throughout the entire industry, whether it's someone is making minimum wage or someone is making 6 figures. So you have to understand the obstacles and then put a strategy together to overcome those obstacles. And that's what we do in my econ. So we talked to them about the obstacles, first being limited income and inflation. Inflation is simply how we measure the cost of living. It's documented inflation typically grows at 2% a year, but clearly millions of Americans do not get a 2% pay raise every year. So inflation is outgrowing their income. So that just means each year they have less and less buying power on that same earnings. If that's not bad enough, they lose a third of their income to taxes. That's why most Americans, or millions of Americans that are W-2 employees, are frustrated because when they get their paycheck, a third of it is already gone. Well, these first 2 obstacles now force millions of Americans, in order to just keep up, to have to put on their credit cards, gasoline, groceries, recreation. So lifestyle, they need to put on their credit cards just to keep up, which now represents thousands of dollars of money they now have to spend each year towards interest. These first 3 create the 4th obstacle, which is inadequate savings and investing. So they're one incident away from major disaster. Statistics say 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in the bank. So what we do in my econ is we give them a solution to overcome these obstacles. And it's a 2-part solution. First is cash flow, and then financial strategy. Now, why both? Because we know that there are entertainers and athletes that had millions of dollars and then they ended up broke. So cash flow wasn't their issue. They had cash flow, but they had poor financial strategies. And vice versa. You know, we have hardworking Americans that work 20, 30 years on their job, kept their nose clean, and at the end of the day, 20, 30 years, there wasn't enough in their 401k to be able to take care of them, or their retirement account to take care of them. They didn't have enough cash flow going into it. So it's a good marriage between cash flow and financial strategy. Well, we in my econ, we use a financial strategy, as you know, called income shifting. And income shifting is designed to help our associates create cash flow in 5 ways, 5 new cash flow streams, and income shifting being the source to create that. Now, those 5 income streams are correct tax holdings. Cash flow comes in from that. Minimizing taxes, that creates more cash flow. Business income, more cash flow. Using those 3 to eliminate debt, more cash flow. And then using that cash flow to turn into assets to bring more cash flow. That's passive income. That's ultimately that retirement walk-away residual income. That's our ultimate goal, and that's a big part of the compensation that I'm going to talk about here in a few moments. So the obstacles are overcome by 5 new cash flow streams. all stimulated by income shifting. That third stream that I talked about was business income, and I'm going to focus on that going into compensation. Now, we provide a world-class business system, and that business system is also centered around 4 fundamental principles, wealth principles we call them. And if you identify any company or any individual with becoming wealthy or financially independent or super successful, they use these 4 principles. The first principle is business ownership. You have to have an ownership stake in America because of equity. So we understand it when it comes to renting a house, you paying the rent, but equity is built when that house is paid off, but you don't own it. The owner does. Well, the same thing goes with your labor and your time. No matter how much they pay you, minimum wage or 6 figures, your labor, your expertise, your leadership, your knowledge goes to build equity in the company. And unfortunately, you don't control or own any of that equity, so you can't pass it on to your children. They all must start over. So business ownership is that first principle. Now, we also use a second principle called asset leveraging. Asset leveraging is when you gain the benefit of other people's time, talent, education, leadership to help you make your income and build your legacy. So there has to be a significant why for someone to come help you do that long term, and we provide that why. The third one is royalty and residual income. In other words, you need to be able to do business, make money, get customers today, and get paid on it 5, 10, 15 years from now. So all you have to do is ask yourself, are you getting paid on work you did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? And the answer is no. It's because you've been violating that principle. At MyEcon, we help you utilize that principle. Our system designed around it. The fourth and final principle is a trend. Your business needs to be able to take advantage of red-hot trends. In other words, what's hot now, you're taking advantage of it. What's hot next year, the year after that, 5 years after that, 10 years after that? You have to be positioned to be able to take advantage of red-hot trends as they come. And the other thing we do in MyEcon is we follow success because success leaves clues. So we model after companies like Amazon. We model after companies like Walmart. And you'll see that as I go along. So let's look at our business system. So first and foremost, MyEcon is in the membership business. Now, our membership provides education. So we're in the education business, and we package that in a membership. Now, we model success. If you look at companies like Netflix, they're in the membership business. Their members get access to products and services. You look at 24-Hour Fitness, they're in the membership business. Their members get access to their facilities. Well, in MyEcon, our members get access to a suite of products and services geared to helping them improve their personal financial success. The first product in there, or service in there, is called the income shifting strategy. I already told you the most significant part of the income shifting strategy is that it utilizes teaching people how to maximize their take-home pay on their job, i.e. adjusting their withholding W-4 correctly, as well as minimizing taxes on W-2 and business income. And that is shifted back into their paychecks. Next is the cash flow manager software. See, so whether someone's a mom-and-pop business, a network marketer, whether they're a small business, they need to keep meticulous records of their income, of their expenses. That way, come tax time, they're positioned properly, and they're able to maximize their cash flow by doing that properly. So within that membership is that cash flow manager software, where from the palm of their hand in their smartphone or their tablet or their computer, they're able to keep meticulous audit-proof records, documenting their receipts, taking digital images of receipts. So no more faded receipts, no more shoe boxes and full of receipts. Next in that membership is ID theft protection. Why? Because as you're improving your finances, getting your credit score better, zeroing out credit cards, increasing your investments, paying off your houses, the last thing you want is someone to come and steal your identity and then put you back 2 or 3, 4 steps. So we want to put a layer of protection there. It comes within the membership. Free and discount legal services, as you know. Why? Because some people want wills. Some people want to find out how trusts work. Some people have issues that come up where they need to talk to an attorney. Well, your initial consultation on any issue dealing with law, attorneys are there at your disposal to do that with. Credit education services. That's important because credit is an important element of a fundamental sound foundation of finance. So our system is designed to educate them on how the process works, and it's actually a do-it-yourself system. See, if you look at it in the way of a car, some people like to detail them cars themselves. Some people like to have it done. Well, inevitably, there are millions of Americans out there. They're going to want somebody else to repair their credit. But there are another group of Americans out there who say, well, I just need to learn how to do it myself. We give them the tools they need to do that. 26 videos, 2.5 hours of videos of step-by-step how to, what are the 5 components, 4 rounds of dispute letters, everything you need to build stellar credit. Discount travel and corporate perks. So people are business owners, they start to travel more. Why not get commission on it and do it at a discount rate? Now, all of that comes in our financial success membership. Now, just like 24-hour fitness, so that's our core product. That's what we do. That's who we are. Now, but just like 24-hour fitness, their members have access to other products and services that represent additional income streams. For example, someone might want a Pilates class. That's not a part of their membership, so that's an additional revenue stream for 24-hour fitness. They might want a personal trainer. That's not a part of their membership, but that's an additional income stream that comes in. Someone might want to go to the store right there inside 24-hour fitness and get themselves a smoothie. That's an additional income stream. They might want to give them a wife beater that says 24-hour fit. That's an additional income stream. And that's exactly what we do in MyEcon. See, our core product is our membership, but we have all of our associates get a personalized website that have all the company's products on it. And with these products, they all represent additional revenue streams. And the placement of that website is almost like a vending machine. It's like a company places their vending machine on the 3rd floor of a building. And now someone goes to that vending machine. Some are going to want Snickers bars. Someone's going to want popcorn. Someone's going to want pretzels. Some are going to want M&Ms. Well, in MyEcon, because we understand the importance of being diversified, the importance of being able to take advantage of multiple trends, all of our associates have access for customers to go directly to their site and purchase ID theft protection at $7.99 a month, half of what they're marketing on TV, and be able to get commission on it. For a customer to go to the site and be able to get the do-it-yourself credit education system, smart money system. Also has a debt elimination strategy, detailed finance building strategy as well. Every realtor, every insurance agent, small business owner, mid-sized business owner, independent contractor, network marketer absolutely needs good record keeping in order to be able to maintain their deductions, whether they're profitable or they take losses, because the IRS requires that we be able to have great records as well, and we're in pursuit of making a profit. Also, book travel. So a customer can go to their site and book travel via Priceline.com. They can fly on American, Delta, all the airlines and carriers that are out there. They don't have to go to you. They go directly to your site. Now, nutrition and healthy beverages, whether it's a spray multivitamin, whether it's something for stress or energy, whether it's coffee, tea, diet, or regular, we have all of it in there. And those who want it, go there and buy. It gets shipped directly to them at no cost, free shipping. We have a cashback mall, so someone can go directly to the site, purchase from Fortune 500 companies, Best Buy, Macy's, BrandsMart, Walmart, Home Depot, all the companies that they buy from anyway. So again, the mall, and as well as the entire website, represents additional income streams over and above our core product and services. It also feeds that residual income, because there are going to be people that become ID Defender customers that every single month they pay their bill, every single month you get paid. The cash flow manager, every single month they pay their bill, every single month you get paid. So there's products and services in that you do the work one time and you continue to get paid over and over and over in that same book of business. That's royalty and residual income. That's that third wealth principle. Now, let's go a little further into our compensation. Now, our first leadership position in MyEcon is Executive Vice President. So once you're responsible for $200 of personal sales volume via your website, or you've sponsored 2 memberships, so 2 people through you got memberships in the company. Now, the membership is only $34.95. Yes, all that stuff that said come in that membership only costs $34.95. In that price includes your website, hosting and maintaining the website, plus all those products and services that are part of that kit. So now, you're Executive Vice President. Any products or services that are purchased through your site, you get 100% of all the personal sales volume. In addition to that, you get up to 85% of the sales volume of all those products and services from your team as well. Now, no one wants to work for free. So as we share information with folks on how they can first and foremost put $200 to $800 back into their paycheck, every time someone gets a membership, you get a $35 upfront bonus. Someone on their team does it, you get a $25 upfront bonus. Now, what's significant about that is that distribution is king. He or she with the most outlets wins. Walmart dominates their industry. They crush Sears, crush JCPenney's, and Kmart, and any of those other stores, not because they have the best golf clubs or the best groceries, but because they have more locations than anyone else. So the $34.95 helps you get locations fast, and because the entry price of $34.95 is so low, the individual that comes in business with you, they reach positive cash flow by their first paycheck on their job because we help them shift $200 to $800 back into their paycheck. So one, you're able to move memberships much faster, and you're able to sustain the size of your organization because they won't leave. Because as long as they have that membership, that $34.95, it keeps the $200 to $800 that we shifted back to their paycheck coming in. Now, if you're in my econ, you already know how that works, how we ship that in. Now, let's talk about the residual income. See, the residual income is the walk-away income, and that's why we're in this business, to be able to walk away, to be financially independent, to be free, to have enough income coming in where we're no longer working to be able to live the lifestyles we desire. So now, on all of those memberships, those $34.95 memberships, you can earn up to $5 to $10 monthly on that. Now, this is an important part as I shift and go into in closing, is the company, someone comes in for $34.95, the company pays out $105 on that. So they advance money on that. We don't do chargebacks because the company knows and they believe that there'll be enough people that maintain their membership to keep the $200 to $800 a month coming back in. So after 4 months, or in the fifth month of someone paying their $34.95, in addition to all the other compensation you get, you now start earning commissions on the $34.95 as well. So if you're an executive vice president, which is 2 people on your team, $1 a month residual income on everyone on your team. If you reach this next level of executive vice president gold, that's 15 people on your team. It's now $3 a month residual income on every active membership. The next position is called executive vice president platinum. That's 120 members on your team. And now that's $5 a month residual income on every single membership. And then the last one is infinity, and that's $500. It used to be $6, it's now $500 on your team. And now you're infinity, and it's $8 a month residual income. We say up to 10 because you also are going to get the income, the residual from products and services sold through your site. So most infinities average that. So let's look at a picture to give you a visual to what I'm talking about. So as an executive vice president, you've personally sponsored 10 people in business, $35 upfront on each, so that gave you some $350 up front. But now you start building your residual income. You're still just executive vice president, so you made $1 a month on that. Well, as your organization grows, let's say those folks got 10, or however your organization grows, now you have 100 people on your team, you'd have earned $25 each because you didn't do that. Your team did that. So you earned $25 each on those, so that's $2,500 there. But now you've already gotten promoted to executive vice president gold, so you're earning $3 a month residual income on that team of 100. Now, so that's $300 monthly in residual income coming there. Well, your team grows to 500. Well, several months ago, 500, you weren't quite at infinity yet, so you only earned $5 a month residual income. But now, 500 puts you at infinity, so you're earning $8 a month residual income, which would be $4,000 a month instead of $2,500. Now, yeah, you would have earned on those 500 new folks $25 each, $12,500. But more importantly, your residual income is now up to $4,000 a month. But why do you keep getting that residual income? Because those 500 people that paid $34.95 to get started in business, we help them immediately adjust their W-4 and shift $200 to $800 back into their paycheck. We immediately help them set up their software, their cash flow manager software, and start documenting their expenses so they never have to pay any of that money back. They never stop that. That keeps that money coming into their paycheck. That keeps their pay raise. That keeps your $4,000 a month coming. 1,000 on your team, it grows to 1,000. Yeah, you would have made $25,000 up front, but more importantly, you have this residual income here. Go more one level, then I'll finish up here with the fourth quarter and the promotion. So $5,000 on your team, however long it takes to get there, you made $125,000 up front. More importantly, you're at $40,000 a month residual income. So how fast can you get to $5,000 on your team when it only costs $34.95 to open up an outlet versus $100, $200, $300 to open up an outlet? And then how do they maintain it, that volume on your team? The number of people on your team staying active is because they're in it for their $200 to $800 first, and then all the other things we teach them and help them do in my econ. Now let's finish up with the fourth quarter. So the fourth quarter is the most lucrative and most important part in our company. Why? Because one, most people want to finish up strong. But more importantly, the last few weeks of the year, typically December 10th to January 7th, we do a promotion that we call our give back promotion. So now a person can come into the business for as little as $0 or as much as $4.95. So each year they change it. Last year it was $4.95. So let's say it's $4.95, all right? So now they come in business for $4.95. Now, because there's not 35 coming in, the company's not going to pay out 105. So they don't pay any commissions on that $4.95. But the incentive to work for free up front is that the 4-month wait period is waived. So in other words, from December 10th to January 7th, every associate that comes into business for $4.95, in 30 days when they pay their first $34.50, you now start earning the $1, the $3, the $5, or the $8 residual income on that membership immediately when they first pay their $34.95. So the goal for most of my econ associates is to drive and build as fast as they can between now and December 10th. And now, let's say they had an organization of 100 people between now and December 10th. And now it's $4.95 to get started. Those 100 people go out and get just 10 people each to pay $4.95 to shift $200 to $800 back in their paycheck. We then immediately set them up on the software, which allows them to keep track of all their expenses. Now, they don't quit. They pay $34.95 to keep the $200 and $800 coming in, which they started getting within 2 weeks of activating their business. So the last quarter sets up for a significant increase in residual income, and we do it every year. So that's the most important piece about our fourth quarter, is to build as fast, as big as you can by the 10th, and then we help them dominate the whole industry, because nobody's having someone get started for business as little as $4.95. Nobody in this industry is helping them get the positive cash flow by their next paycheck on their job. See, in my econ, strategy trumps sales. That $200 to $800 in a paycheck has absolutely nothing to do with sales. It's shifting their mindset, which allows them to shift their income. So I want to thank all your associates that got on here and listened to this. I hope you find this to be extremely useful. And, you know, it's really as simple as this, is that a person gets started in my econ, and they're immediately going to get their income shifting strategy. That's going to help them put $200 to $800 in their paycheck. They're going to get the cash flow manager software that allows them to keep meticulous records via their cell phone, tablet, or computer, ID theft protection to protect what they're building, free and discount legal service to get advice if needed if they have any hiccups, credit education services to help them build stellar credit. They're going to get discount travel and corporate perks, and, of course, a world-class business income system. So they get their personalized website, our world-class income shifting membership, one-time enrollment fee of $34.95. That counts for that first month. And then 30 days later, $34.95 a month. And, of course, the most valuable piece is those valuable tax benefits. So everything is in place for someone to get started now and within 120 days build a significant residual income. There's no company on the face of the earth that has an opportunity in the next 120 days to allow them to build a 3-figure, 4-figure, 5-figure residual income. And that's what we represent, and that's what this opportunity represents, and we're helping people get done. So, you know, lace up your boots, get ready to run, drive hard on this fourth quarter, position yourself to be able to explain that the W-4, to be able to walk people through just some of the different deductions they can get via our handouts that we have, and you will explode your organization. Plug into our national webinars, use our recorded webinars, all the tools that are part of our turnkey system to win. So I thank you for getting on, and let's go make it happen. Let's take it to the top.